Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this amendment is intended to highlight the lack of urgency by the Air Force to address an ongoing drinking water emergency across the country, including one in my own home district. And I'm not talking about Flint, I'm talking about Oscoda, Michigan, the northern end of my district, the home of the former Wurtsmith Air Force Base. My constituents living there have had their drinking water contaminated by PFAS, perfluorinated chemicals from the Air Force's use of firefighting foam. Exposure to PFAS has been linked to harmful health issues like cancer, as well as thyroid, kidney, liver, heart, and reproductive problems. And it's not just service members, but community members there. Unfortunately, the more we learn about this dangerous class of chemicals, the more we are finding it in drinking water across the country. In my district alone, thousands of people who have cancer-causing chemicals in their drinking water due to Air Force use of this material. The Air Force does not seem to want to recognize this ongoing drinking water crisis. I've been pushing the Air Force to act more urgently to clean up contamination in Oscoda and in other communities. In fact, the entire Michigan delegation, Democrats and Republicans, wrote to appropriators asking for more funding for PFAS contamination. And so while members are prevented from earmarking legislation to send resources directly to clean up contamination in Oscoda, it's an urgent problem that I wanted to call attention to. This community is near this former Air Force base. It's facing very serious water contamination issues. And you'd think then that the Air Force would request additional resources to clean up contamination. But frustratingly, the Air Force has so far refused to request additional resources. If the Appropriations Committee were even asked the Air Force if they needed more money, let me repeat, the Appropriations Committee even asked the Air Force if they needed more money to address this problem, but the Air Force responded that they did not need any additional funds. So I offer this amendment for the purpose of raising this issue. I know that it's not possible for us to designate these funds. So it's my intention to withdraw this, but I would, at this point in time, reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Mich.